Have you ever felt like life is just a series of obstacles, responsibilities, and endless challenges? And no matter how hard you try, peace and respect seem out of reach? Imagine if there was a timeless philosophy practiced by some of history's wisest men like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus that could guide you to not just survive life, but truly thrive in it. That's where Stoicism comes in. This isn't just a set of old teachings or feel-good quotes. It's a practical guide to living intentionally, responding wisely, and becoming the best version of yourself every single day. By the end of this video, you'll have 12 actionable Stoic principles that can transform how you think, act, and are perceived by others. And if you find yourself motivated even halfway through, don't forget to hit that like button. It helps more people find this content. 1. Question your limits. Embrace growth and potential. Have you ever looked at your daily routine and felt stuck? Like you're moving through life on autopilot, checking boxes, fulfilling obligations, but never really feeling alive? That feeling, my friend, is exactly what Stoicism warns us against. Life has a sneaky way of conditioning us to settle. From early responsibilities to career pressures, we are taught to play it safe, to avoid failure, and to accept mediocrity as normal. But the Stoics, great minds like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius, constantly challenge themselves to question everything, especially their own limits. Seneca once asked, "What progress have I made today?" That's not a casual reflection. It's a challenge to live intentionally every single day. Questioning your limits doesn't mean throwing caution to the wind. It's not reckless risk. It's intentional growth. Imagine if, instead of settling, you asked yourself, why not push a little harder today? Why not try something that scares me just enough to grow? This simple question is powerful. It awakens curiosity, courage, and commitment. It turns ordinary days into opportunities for transformation. Think about one area of your life where you've quietly accepted mediocrity. Maybe it's your health, your career, or even relationships that you just deal with. Now imagine asking yourself, what if I didn't settle? What if I aimed higher today? That question alone can spark real, tangible change. And here's a thought for you. What's stopping you? Often, it's not external circumstances. It's a belief that growth has an expiration date, or that after a certain age, it's too late. The Stoics would laugh at that idea. Marcus Aurelius, emperor of Rome and a master of Stoic thought, spent his life proving that growth is timeless. You can challenge yourself, refine your mind, and strengthen your character at any stage of life. So pause for a moment, think about it. Where in your life could a small but intentional step today change everything tomorrow? If this resonates with you, leave a comment. I want to hear your why not moment. And if you feel inspired, give this video a like. It's a small gesture that helps us build a community of people committed to growth and wisdom. 2. Pursue improvement. Become a prokopton. Have you ever felt like life is just happening to you? Like you're reacting to circumstances, putting out fires and barely keeping up? The Stoics would challenge that mindset. They introduced a powerful concept called prokopton, which literally means a work in progress. Here's the key. Stoicism isn't about being perfect. Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus didn't chase perfection. They chased progress. Every choice, every action, every moment offered an opportunity to refine themselves. Their virtues, their patience, their courage, their relationships. They understood that life is a series of small, deliberate steps that compound into lasting mastery. Think about it this way. Every day is a blank page in your personal story. How will you write it? Will you let distractions and old habits dictate your actions? Or will you consciously sculpt your character? The Stoics teach that setbacks aren't failures. They're lessons, stepping stones to becoming a stronger, wiser version of yourself. Imagine facing a challenge and instead of frustration, seeing it as a teacher whispering, "Here's your chance to grow." So, how do you practice becoming a prokopton in your own life? Start small. Set intentional goals aligned with your core values. Ask yourself daily, did my actions today bring me closer to the person I aspire to be? Reflect, refine, and adjust. This is the essence of deliberate improvement. Remember, this is not a sprint. It's a lifelong journey. And that's what makes it beautiful. Progress, even if incremental, compounds over time. Every step, no matter how small, brings you closer to mastery. Pause here for a moment. What's one small step you can take today to improve yourself? Drop a comment below. I want to hear your first prokopton step. And if this message resonates, hit the like button to remind yourself to keep striving every single day. 3. Pour your heart into your endeavors, commitment, and virtue. Have you ever caught yourself going through the motions, doing things because you have to, not because you truly care? The Stoics would challenge that approach to life. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself to engage with each moment fully, to pour his heart into every action, regardless of recognition or reward. In Stoicism, true virtue isn't measured by accolades. It's measured by the depth of your commitment. Think about your daily responsibilities: work, family, personal growth. These aren't just tasks to complete. They're the canvas on which you paint your character. What would it look like if you approached every interaction, every decision, every challenge with full presence and unwavering integrity? The Stoics believe that how we show up matters far more than external outcomes. When obstacles arise, and they inevitably will, meet them with courage. Seneca wrote about embracing adversity as a teacher, reminding us that challenges aren't barriers but opportunities to forge resilience, patience, and wisdom. Each struggle shapes you into a stronger, more grounded individual. It's not just about surviving. It's about transforming yourself through action, reflection, and persistence. Ask yourself honestly, am I giving my full effort or am I merely coasting through life? This isn't a one-time question. It's a daily reflection, a call to act with intention. And if this resonates with you, leave a comment sharing where you're choosing to show up fully today. Don't forget to like this video. It helps grow this community of individuals committed to personal growth and living a meaningful, stoic life. 4. Stay on your path. Navigate life with purpose and integrity. Life rarely unfolds neatly. Chaos, distractions, and constant demands compete for your attention. Even the most disciplined among us, Stoics like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius, faced moments when the world threatened to pull them off course. But what defined them wasn't perfection. It was their commitment to staying true to their principles. To stay on your path, you first need clarity. Identify your values, your vision, your personal North Star. These aren't just abstract ideas. They're the compass guiding every choice you make. When attempting shortcut, a distracting opportunity, or societal expectation appears, your anchor is your character. Your values tell you which decisions honor your integrity and which lead you astray. Resilience isn't just about weathering storms. It's about leveraging them. When setbacks hit, instead of retreating or compromising, the Stoics would analyze, adapt, and use adversity as a mirror to refine their commitment. Epictetus taught that external events don't disturb us. Our judgments about them do. By staying aligned with your path, you maintain control over your inner world, even when the outer world is turbulent. Ask yourself, when was the last time you felt pulled away from your values? How did you regain your focus? Share your experience in the comments I'd love to hear your story. And if you're finding value in these lessons, don't forget to like this video to support this journey of growth and Stoic mastery. 5. Let go of outcomes, freedom in the process. How often do we measure our worth by the results we achieve? Promotions, recognition, praise, or even the approval of others, they all seem to hold the key to our happiness. Yet, as Stoics like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius taught, this is an illusion. True freedom doesn't come from controlling the world around us. It comes from mastering what is within our control, our effort, our attitude, and our commitment to virtue. The world is unpredictable. Jobs change, markets fluctuate, relationships shift. We cannot command these outcomes. When we tie our peace of mind to external events, we hand over the steering wheel of our emotions to forces beyond our reach. The Stoics understood that this is a trap, a form of subtle enslavement. Epictetus wrote, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." So how do we break free? Shift your focus from the destination to the journey. Immerse yourself fully in the process of what you do. At work, give your attention to the quality of your efforts rather than climbing the corporate ladder. In relationships, focus on being present, compassionate, and patient rather than expecting constant validation. In personal growth, dedicate yourself to learning and self-mastery, not the applause that may or may not come later. Picture your life if you stopped obsessing over results you cannot control. Imagine the relief of pouring all your energy into meaningful action without the weight of expectation pulling you down. Each moment becomes richer, each effort more rewarding. The Stoics believe that the real reward lies in intentional living, in fully embracing your duties and values, regardless of external recognition. Ask yourself, when was the last time you felt crushed by an outcome you couldn't control? How might your life feel lighter if you let go and focus on the process instead? Share your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear your experiences. And if you find value in these Stoic teachings, don't forget to like this video so we can keep building a community dedicated to growth, calm, and respect. 6. You attract what you embody, the mirror of virtues. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to draw positivity and opportunity effortlessly, while others constantly encounter frustration or conflict? Stoicism offers a clear explanation. What we embody internally reflects outwardly. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself that our character is like a mirror. What resides within us shapes the world we experience. Negativity, fear, and resentment tend to attract struggle and hardship. Conversely, virtues, courage, integrity, patience, resilience, and kindness create a magnetic field for growth, harmony, and respect. The Stoics understood that we cannot control everything in the world, but we can control who we choose to be within it. Seneca once said, "We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality." This applies not just to fear, but to the energy we project daily. This principle isn't about perfection. It's about conscious alignment. Each day offers a choice. Will I respond to challenges with composure, fairness, and resilience? Will I act with generosity, honesty, and purpose? These choices accumulate, shaping your reality like bricks building a house. Start with regular self-reflection. Each evening, ask yourself, did my actions today reflect the person I aspire to be? Did I embody the virtues I value most? These reflections aren't for self-criticism. They're tools for growth, helping you refine your character continuously. Imagine waking up each morning knowing that your thoughts, actions, and words are consistently aligned with your highest ideals. Over time, you'll notice subtle shifts. Relationships improve, challenges feel more manageable, and even strangers respond differently to your presence. By cultivating virtue within, you naturally attract respect calm, and meaningful opportunities. Take a moment. Which one virtue could you focus on embodying fully today? Share your choice in the comments. I'd love to see how this Stoic practice starts to shape your life. And if this principle resonates with you, hit like to support others in our growing community of intentional, virtue-driven living. 7. Embrace challenges. Obstacles as pathways to growth. Life has a way of testing us, often when we least expect it. Stoicism teaches that obstacles aren't just interruptions. They're opportunities in disguise. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Every challenge, no matter how daunting, carries a hidden lesson waiting to be uncovered. Think about it. How many times have setbacks left you frustrated, only to later realize they force you to develop patience, skill, or resilience you wouldn't have gained otherwise? Stoics like Epictetus emphasize shifting perspective. Instead of asking, why me, ask, what can this teach me? This simple reframing transforms suffering into a classroom and adversity into a master teacher. Embracing challenges requires more than courage. It demands persistence, adaptability, and a willingness to grow through discomfort. Imagine facing a problem at work, a family conflict, or even a personal limitation. The moment you stop resisting and start asking, how can I use this to become stronger? You take control of your growth. Every obstacle becomes a stepping stone rather than a roadblock. Remember, the higher the climb, the stronger the person you become. Life's toughest moments forge character, deepen wisdom, and reveal your hidden potential. It's no coincidence that the greatest Stoics achieve clarity and resilience not in calm times, but through storms. Take a moment now. What's one challenge in your life today that you could view differently? Could reframing it as a chance to grow change your approach? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear how you're turning obstacles into growth. And if this perspective resonates, hit like to support others who are learning to embrace life's challenges through Stoicism. 8. Small steps, big impact. Do what little you can. Life often feels overwhelming, doesn't it? Bills, responsibilities, work pressures, family obligations. Sometimes it seems impossible to make meaningful progress. Stoicism, however, teaches us a simple but powerful truth. Small, consistent actions compound into extraordinary results. Marcus Aurelius himself advised, confine yourself to the present. Focus on what you can do today, no matter how tiny it seems. Think about it. A single small step may feel insignificant in the moment, but over weeks, months, and years, these steps create massive change. The Stoics didn't chase instant perfection. They celebrated incremental improvement, knowing that persistent effort shapes character, habits, and ultimately destiny. Seneca even said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." The key is not doing everything at once. It's doing what you can consistently. Start with small, intentional actions. Maybe it's dedicating 10 minutes a day to reflection, taking a short walk to clear your mind, or addressing one task you've been avoiding. Each of these tiny efforts builds momentum. Each success, no matter how small, is a victory worth acknowledging. Ask yourself, what's one small action I can take today that moves me closer to the life I want? Share your answer in the comments. I'd love to hear your first step toward meaningful growth. And if this resonates, give this video a like to encourage others who are learning to embrace the power of small, deliberate actions. 9. Redefine success, virtues over vanity. In today's world, it's easy to measure success by promotions, social status, wealth, or recognition. We scroll through feeds filled with trophies, achievements, and accolades, and we wonder, am I enough? But Stoicism offers a radically different perspective. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, constantly reminded himself that true success is measured by character, integrity, courage, and wisdom, not by external rewards. Think about it. You cannot control the economy, the opinions of others, or the fleeting applause of society. But what you can control is your own virtues, your actions, your responses to adversity, your ability to act with integrity in difficult situations. These define real success. Epictetus said it best. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Focus on cultivating virtues each day. Are you showing courage when it matters? Are you acting with honesty, even when it's uncomfortable? Are you resilient in the face of setbacks? These are the measures of a meaningful life. By prioritizing virtues over vanity, you shift your perspective from chasing fleeting approval to building lasting fulfillment. Take a moment. What does success mean to you today? Are you living according to your values? Or are you chasing what others deem important? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your definition of true success. And if this resonates, tap that like button to support this journey of intentional, virtue-centered living. 10. Reject the need for approval. Authenticity over claim. Have you ever found yourself bending, compromising, or changing your words just to fit in, or to gain someone else's approval? Stoicism teaches us that this constant need for external validation is a trap. Epictetus emphasized that freedom comes from living authentically, guided by your own principles, not by the applause of others. When you base your actions on the expectations of others, you become a prisoner of their opinions. You'll never fully feel at peace, because no matter how much you please them, it's never enough. True freedom, the Stoics teach, is aligning every action with your own values, virtues, and sense of purpose. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on his own decisions, asking himself if they were true to his nature or merely performed for the approval of others. This doesn't mean you stop caring about relationships or collaboration. It means you prioritize integrity over popularity. You show up as your authentic self, even if it means standing alone at times. Ironically, the more you act from your principles, the more genuine respect and trust you naturally earn, because people recognize consistency, honesty, and courage when they see it. Pause for a moment. Are your actions today driven by your own values or by what you hope others will think? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your experience. And if this resonates, give this video a like, because choosing authenticity is one of the most powerful habits you can practice daily. 11. Practice gratitude and perspective. Life has a way of throwing curveballs, unexpected challenges, disappointments, and setbacks that can easily shake our peace. But Stoicism teaches us a powerful truth. Our happiness doesn't come from circumstances, but from our perspective on them. Seneca often reminded himself that it is not that we have so little, but that we waste so much. In other words, the way we perceive life shapes our experience more than the events themselves. Practicing gratitude isn't about pretending everything is perfect or ignoring difficulties. It's about recognizing the value in the present moment. Every morning, take a few minutes to reflect on what you truly have: your health, your loved ones, the lessons you've learned, even the struggles that have made you stronger. These small moments of reflection compound over time, creating resilience and a mindset of abundance. When frustration creeps in, gratitude acts like a mental anchor, grounding you in what matters most. Challenges don't disappear, but they lose their power to disturb your inner calm. You begin to respond with composure, clarity, and even creativity, instead of reacting impulsively or complaining. Think about your life right now. What are 3 things you can genuinely appreciate today? Share them in the comments. It's amazing to see how reflecting on gratitude can shift your perspective. And if this message resonates, hit that like button to reinforce this practice in your own life. Remember, every moment of gratitude is a step toward a calmer, more intentional existence. 12. Cultivate inner calm. Respond, don't react. Life constantly tests us. Unexpected events, disagreements, or stressful situations can trigger strong emotions. Anger, fear, frustration. The Stoics remind us, however, that our power lies not in controlling the world, but in controlling our response to it. Marcus Aurelius famously wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Cultivating inner calm doesn't mean suppressing emotions. Emotions are natural signals. They tell us what we care about. But uncontrolled reactions, those impulsive bursts, can create chaos and regret. Instead, Stoicism teaches us to pause, breathe, reflect, respond intentionally rather than reacting instinctively. Imagine facing a heated conversation at work or a sudden life setback. A reflex reaction might escalate conflict or magnify stress. But when you apply this principle, you step back. You analyze the situation with clarity. Your response comes from reason, not impulse. Over time, this practice builds resilience, strengthens relationships, and deepens your peace of mind. Ask yourself, in recent challenges, did I respond thoughtfully or react automatically? Share your reflection in the comments. It's incredible to see how small shifts in response can transform a day. And if this principle resonates, tap that like button. It's a small action that reinforces your journey toward calm, intentional living. Mastering this principle is like building an inner fortress. No matter what happens outside, chaos, criticism, or adversity, you remain steady, composed, and in control. This is the ultimate power of Stoicism. Freedom through mastery of the mind. The Stoic path isn't easy. It's intentional, demanding, and deeply rewarding. By embracing these 12 principles, you'll cultivate calm, gain respect, and live with purpose every day. If this video resonated, hit like, subscribe, and share your favorite principle in the comments. Let's grow together. On the screen now, you'll see more videos designed to deepen your Stoic mindset, helping you build confidence, respect, and inner strength. Next video hook. Want to take your mindset to the next level and become someone people naturally respect? Click on the next video on your screen. It's packed with the best strategies to boost confidence, master your emotions, and live with unstoppable purpose. And check the description for a curated list of videos to evolve your mindset faster than ever. Don't miss it. Your transformation starts now.